top 15 shootout was never going to be easy for Glenn Seton. Even before the session began, there were problems, and things only got worse.
No. Oh, from one bad thing to another.
The aftermath of Seton's mishap all but changed the face of the shootout, with the remaining drivers forced to negotiate leftover oil. Marcus Ambrose went out hard, almost too hard.
Take forward. He's all over the mountain, and that will ruin his chance of going back-to-back poles.
Why were you trying so hard? Had you made some changes? Were you confident that the car would improve on yesterday?
Yeah, we've been chasing the car. We made a change for the shootout, and we tried to make it more aggressive. And it was certainly that, and I just couldn't hold on to it.
It may have been spectacular, but it didn't match the time set by Rick Kelly early in the session. Rick's brother Todd next to take up the challenge.
51, looking to go under 210 to jump to the top, and he will, yes, 210, 013.
Whoever was out before me must have had a pretty out-of-shape lap, because there was dirt all over the place up the top and down the bottom, as well as the oil that coming onto Conrod, which I got a little bit out of shape on.
Larry Perkins used every bit of the track he knows so well.
They're millimetres away from the exit there on the approach to turn 5.
But the Castrol Commodore couldn't match the pace. Max Wilson, another up close and personal with the concrete. And after a promising start, Craig Lowndes also got a little out of shape.
Oh, you can see how he's struggling for grip there.
No one was able to match Todd Kelly's time until Stephen Richards appeared.
Oh, wow. How close was that?
Richards gave it everything he had, and it worked.
Here he comes, Stephen Richards brings it around for the final time in the shootout, and he goes to first, the first man to go under 2 minutes 10.
I was having a bit of a go and really overcooked it there and probably lost a fair bit of time, but you've got to have a go in these situations. We want to start from the first couple of rows and hopefully, well, we've done that at least anyway.
But the moment was short-lived. Jason Bright able to shave off some valuable time.
Over 0.3 of a second faster than Stephen Richards at the same point of the circuit.
But then came the master, Mark Skaiffe, taking aim at pole position number 4 at Bathurst.
Mark Skaiffe goes straight to the top of the timesheets. 2:08.828, a blistering lap.
That's not a bad lap for the conditions.
John Bowe, the final car in the shootout. The hopes of Ford riding with the Aussie Male Falcon.
Holden versus Ford for the top spot for the Bob Jane Team Arts 1000. He will start alongside Mark Skaiffe.
Good job, that's a great effort.
Well, front row's not too bad for Bowe and Jones, as much as they wanted that pole position. But more importantly, you can come from anywhere these days to win at Bathurst. It's been proved in the last few years for sure. And the big noticeable mover there in that time was Ritter. He was at the wheel of the Ritter-Jones Shell Helix Ford. They were up to 7th position in that shootout from much further down in the top 15. And of course, no time recorded for Seton and Bernard. That's where they'll start, and that's a story in itself. David Bernard now co-driving with Glenn Seton. We'll have more on that story, of course, as the day unfolds.